Coach Mac McLeran is back for his second season with the Linebackers in Carbondale. And we begin with this position on the defensive side because McLeran knows the expectation within that room.
Me and Coach James were just talking about this the other day. You know, we've got a really good, solid group of guys, and the thing that I enjoy is it's a pleasure to come to work every day. And the things we constantly talk about is, you know, we got to be the engine. You know, it's a mentality position. You can't have ups and downs. You can't not show up for days. And you know, when you talk about those guys, is you talking about, you know, Dune, a guy who we've challenged a lot to be physical, to be confident in the box, and he's taken full advantage of those reps. I mean, Branson is thriving in a seriousness role, which is really good to see. I mean, he's taking advantage of his special team stuff. He's really emphasizing that stuff. Obviously, we know what he can do on defense and the consistency that he's had there, but then you get Colin Bohannock to come in, you know, this offseason. He's been great. He's been great for the room from just the seriousness, the way he goes about it. He's rock solid, steady in there. We know every day he's going to be out there grinding it out. And then, you know, Zach Barola, he's the pit bull, man. He's all bite. And, you know, collectively, you add a guy like Shane Roth and you add Ben Bogle, you know, guys that are just, they're the pulse. That's something that we talk about a lot, is the physicality and the nature of the position. You have to have that, especially against the teams that we're going to play. And when you talk about winning games in December and into January, that's the type of way we got to play.
Branson Combs will be the headliner of this group, who has picked up more of a leadership role this season, both something Branson feels and his position coach sees on the daily.
You can still get mental reps on the sideline, just seeing the picture, thinking about what you would be, what your assignment would be if you were out there, and, you know, thinking what you could have done differently or what you would have done the same as the guy out there. And really, it's just getting mental reps, and getting as many reps as you can, because obviously, like today's like today, we're only getting 7-8 reps today. You got to find ways to get other reps, and the only other way is to get mental reps. Coach Mac kind of harped on that a little bit, just having guys like Ben Bogle, you know, a younger guy. He's going into his second season, but he's got a lot of talent. He's a guy that can make plays for us, and, you know, him getting ready where he's mentally ready to come in and play if a guy goes down, or just whatever the situation is, whoever's in there can be able to make plays.
Is, you know, Branson's starting to use his voice on the sideline a little more, starting to use his voice in the huddle a little more. He's very selective with it, but he understands the power and the weight of his words. And then when you add, you know, Dune and Barola and Como and Bo all together to that group, is you get a collective direct message.
Yes, Saluki fans will see the scheme and know how each player will be used come September 2nd against Austin Peay, but there is plenty of player input with defensive coordinator Antonio James, something Coach McLeran and Branson enjoy.
I think it just opens you up as a player, really. Just knowing the coaches have confidence in you, you can go out there and just kind of play instinctually instead of, you know, trying to see something, read something all the time. You're more just what you see, you're going. And, you know, that just really opens it up for you to play fast and play physical and not really have to do much thinking.
Tones Broad is, you know, he's a very consistent, poised leader, and that's the thing that's really nice for us is, you know, we encourage the guys not to be up and down. You know, we want to have this steady climb. The storm is coming. We want to be the ship in the storm. You know what I mean? Is we want to be able to overcome. And I would say I'm a little more emotional at times in the room, but that's what's nice is when Tone, you know, has that directness of a team meeting. He has an ability to grab the attention of 56, 60 guys in a room, and everybody feels like his eyes are right in the back of his head. Is he's a leader of men as opposed to just, you know, a figurehead of defense.
We'll be back with more position previews as fall camp winds down and regular season preparation begins right here on SIUSalukis.com.